For me, there is another poem which
Yes.
is more important, and I'd like to speak about it. Than the fact that Shrobindo make Savitri, which is the mother, divine,
Yeah.
left when she met with a human being,
Yeah.
with Satyavan, why she has to leave and to come back after. What he means by this? What does he mean? He mean when we find the mother divine, why she has to leave?
Why she has to go back to her father and live?
Her father or her mother, but
Yeah.
why? When she met Satyavan,
Why go and report him?
I don't mean really the love story, huh?
Yeah.
I mean the true meaning of the Divine Mother and the human being. When they met together, why now they have to separate?
Take the
again?
permission, take the permission from the elders. Basically, it amounts to that.
Yeah, but what Shrobindo he means by this? Why the Divine Mother should leave the human being once he found her? Why he leave her?
The setting of Savitri, the setting of Savitri is basically a legend.
Yeah, I know.
It is a legend. So legend means it is a traditional story, essentially based on Rasa Savitri, essentially. Now, the traditional society, the way in which they developed things, their culture, was like that.
No,
As-
no, it was not. It's not my question.
Yeah.
I don't mind at all the legend and the culture. I'm speaking about the true meaning of Savitri of Shrobindo. Shrobindo he make a symbolic of man and woman, Savitri and Satyavan.
Yeah.
But he means by this the human being and the divine mother, no?
Yeah.
That's what we understand from Savitri, no? I mean,
Incarnation,
yeah, incarnation. What he means in this book 5, when finally they meet together,
Yeah.
why they have to separate again?
Yeah, you see, look, I mean, let us read this sentence, 104.21. 104.21.
Okay.
The natural miracle was wrought once more. In the immutable ideal world, one human moment was eternal made. Now, basically, they are all right, supernatural beings, both Satyavan and Savitri. They are not ordinary human beings, they are supernatural in that sense. But then, they had taken human forms, because through human form they had to work out certain details, certain things. They had to accept all the conditions of mortality, of humanity. They have accepted. That does not mean that they are alienated from their divine nature. But they have to work out the whole thing, the whole process through the mortal birth, the human birth. And therefore they accept the human conditions, the human ways of doing things, human systems, conditions, traditions, or what you want to call them. It is only by accepting them that they can change those things. They can change them, only them. Without accepting them, it's not that by up there you wave a wand and things will change here. Then it's a miracle. He doesn't want that kind of a miracle here. It has to be worked out from within, from below.
Because supernatural moment.
Yeah, otherwise he can simply foo and then things change. It's not like that. Through the entire mortal process, things have to proceed and go. Therefore he says, once more, wrought once more. The miracle has already taken place elsewhere. And what does it say? Where has that marriage taken place? Basically, in the high glowing cupola of the world, no? At the noon hour, like that. Huh? The moon, yeah, that's right. Yeah, but then he says, where? In the immutable ideal world. It is not only physical pain here. It is here which has taken place. The marriage has taken place here. And it is there because it has taken place. The human moment has become eternal. The human moment has become eternal because of that. Unless this happens, unless that immutable ideal world, it is done there, things cannot happen here. Cannot happen here. Huh? Yeah. And this is natural, obviously, because he has taken this one human moment. One human moment. It has to become like that. Otherwise, the humanity is not going to be touched by the divine unless the divine himself accepts that. On the high glowing cupola of the day, fate tied and knot with morning's halo threads, while with the ministry of... Now this is happening where? This is happening all in the immutable ideal world. It's all happening there. Yeah. Now, so I believe that, Satyavan and Savitri, they must have walked from the place where they met to the hermitages, and then again they must have come together, and then Savitri has taken the chariot and she is going back to her father's place, you see. Now, it could easily mean that at least 15 minutes, 20 minutes they must have walked from that place. There it may be about a kilometer, about a mile away from their house where they met, you see, perhaps in the morning, you see. Huh? Roughly, yeah. See, it can't be, see, we have given a span of only 4 hours for the entire, for the entire, after that marriage, she has gone there, she has gone, and again at the noon she has to go back. So it must be maximum 15 minutes walk. One way 15 minutes, again another 15 minutes back, you see. You see. If you want to put geographically like that, you see. Then race is of course there, but I must haste back, etc., all that, you see. Once more she mounted on the carven car, and under the azure of a fiery noon she sped swiftly. Now obviously she is excited, she is very impatient to come back, so she is moving very fast. Swift rain, her horses are now moving really fast, you see. Her heartbeat is also beating very fast. Luxurious gloom, a nave of tree, this now remained with her heart's constant scene. Now, as I told you last time, we have in the tradition 8 types of marriages, and this particular marriage, what we have here, is the Gandharva marriage, the love marriage of the two together and joining together. But then the ritualistic part, the sacramental part of the marriage, although it is not presented by Sri Aurobindo, is there in Vyasa Savitri. I will quickly see that thing, you see. Now, after this marriages, we have here a wonderful description of the marriage ceremony which is described in the Rig Veda. The marriage of Surya and Soma. Surya is the daughter of the sun god. This is of course Savitri. Savitri as Surya, Savitra, his progeny is Savitra. Feminine is Savitri. His progeny, of sun god, Savitra. Savitra is the sun god. His issues are Savitra, male, and female, Savitri. So Savitri is the daughter of sun god. Here is the marriage of Surya. He is talking about the same thing. Basically, Savitri, you see. And Soma. Soma is, in the common language, Chandra, moon, or the god of happiness, of joy, of bliss. He is the god of bliss, Soma, you see. Now, that is a discussion. It's a very long discussion, very elaborate discussion also, but I have made a small selection. In Rigveda, Mandala 10, Sukta 85. This discussion appears about the marriage of Surya and Soma. So we'll quickly see what it means is, a few sentences I have picked up from there. Lovely was Surya's robe. The marriage ceremony he is describing, the bridal dress was lovely. Thought was the pillow of her couch. So it is her thought which is the pillow, not the physical pillow, you see. Sight was the lotion. In her eyes, whatever they put, Anjana or the lotion. Sight is the lotion of that for her eye. Her treasury was earth and heaven. That is her richness. Surya's richness is earth and heaven. And sight is the lotion of her eyes. The color or whatever you want to call it, she puts there is the sight itself. Soma wooed the maid. The sun god Savitra bestowed his willing daughter Surya on her lord Soma. It is sun god Savitra who is offering his daughter to Soma. You see. Her spirit became the bridal car. We have in Savitri the caravan car. But here her spirit itself is the chariot, is the car. She is going in the chariot of the spirit. The covering thereof was heaven. What is the roof of that? Heaven, of that car. Bright and steady were the steers. The horses, they are driving the car. They are bright, obviously luminous, lustrous. Surya mounted the spirit-fashioned car and proceeded to her lord. Well, you see, to her lord. The gods perfected the union of the wife and husband. The marriage was performed in the presence of the gods, and they perfected that ceremony of that marriage together. In Savitri also, when Satyavan and Savitri see each other for the first time, the chance was that they might not have seen each other at all. He would have gone one way, she would have gone away. Okay, she has been seeing so many people all along. He has been also seeing so many women, girls, etc. They would have just gone away. But then the God touched in time, and the miracle was done. The God touched in time. The gods perfected the union. He saw that this does happen. Her hue is blue and red. The fiend who clung close is driven off. Before the marriage, it is traditionally said that for the girl, even for the boy also, for the girl, there is pati vedana, the ache for a husband. She has attained puberty, she is now longing for a husband, for a union, see. So, that ache which is there, that is driven off. The fiend which is there, that is driven off, and they are joined together, you see. That is what it means, you see. The fiend who clung close is driven off. That is one way of saying. The other one is, traditionally it is said that before the marriage, the girl is in union with Gandharva. With Gandharva, the celestial being. He is in union with the Gandharva. Yeah. I mean, she is not union physically, but she is always thinking of some bright husband, future husband like that. Now, what happens, the moment the marriage is now decided between the boy and the girl, that Gandharva disappears. He is no more needed there. He is no more needed there, you see. That has disappeared. So let not the highway thieves find the wedded pair. So these people who come and haunt that girl, they have now disappeared because she has got her beloved with him. By pleasant ways, let them escape the danger. Signs of good fortune mark the bride. Agni is invoked to give progeny to them. That is the sacrament. That is the ceremony. That is the samskara, as you would say. The samskara is, it is in the presence of Agni that the marriage, the union has taken place. And the purpose is that it is Agni who will bestow them the progeny, the new generation. Agni is the form builder, the new forms, new creation. It is his work, you see. Also splendor and ample life. Obviously, you say, let them live for 100 years. There is a tradition. Long lived he be, who is her Lord. How long? 100 autumns, let him live. 100 autumn. Shatam Sharada. Shatam Sharada. Shatam means 100. Autumn Sharada. Let 100 seasons be seen by them together, you see, 100 lives. Now, so that is the blessing which is given at the time of the marriage of Surya and Soma in the Vedic tradition, you see. And of course here, this blessing comes in a different way to Satyavan, to Savitri. She goes back to her father's place, and then there is Narad sitting there, and he will tell, look, 1 year after the marriage, this boy is going to die. So there is no question of 100 years, you see. But that 100 year is of a different kind, you see. The bride is taken solemnly from her father's house to the dwelling of her future husband. Here, on her arrival, the marriage is performed. The ceremony of the bridal robe, that of taking her hand, and circumambulation of the sacred fire and setting up into new home follow the chanting of the hymns. That is the sacrament, that is the traditional marriage. Surya rides gold-hued chariot. This is what we have seen, Surya. Forth to the world immortal, where does she go? To the worlds of immortality. That is why her chariot is also gold-hued. Straight be the paths thornless, led by Aryamana and Bhaga. Aryamana, it is he who prepares the path for the future, Aryamana. And Bhaga, he is the Lord of enjoyment, of joy, of happiness, of blessings. She is set free from the previous knots. All her past is gone in the marriage. Even as the marriage knot is tied. So the marriage knot is tied, but the previous knots are dissolved. See that, see. Giving birth to fine sons, may she dwell in happiness. Signs of good fortune attain the bride. Surya shines in beautiful colors. Prayer is offered to Agni to grant children to the bride. Later on, this is what Savitri is going to get the boons. Well, that is how it goes on. The marriage between Surya and Soma is the archetypal marriage. That is the important thing. Because if the marriage is happening elsewhere, archetypal marriage. Soma is the first husband of every wife. Perhaps Surya, the wife of every husband. Vivaha, leading away the wife from her father's house. That is the traditional sense of the word Vivaha. The bridegroom touches the heart of the bride and says, let your heart become my heart and your mind, my mind, according to the traditional sutra, Graha Sutra. Then they take 7 steps together, and marriage is a cosmic act in that process. Well, what we have here is a divine act. In Shivandu's marriage, the divine act which is taken